Hello everybody and welcome to my top 5 games of 2016 list. As per the last 2 times I've done this, we're going to start with some honorable mentions. So let's hop right in, shall we? First up is the Animal Crossing Welcome Amiibo update. I realize this isn't technically a game that was released, but it gave me a reason to start playing New Leaf again, and that's enough for me. This update released November 2nd, and it sparked a return for the game in my friend group. We all got to go back and check out our houses again, edit them using the new Happy Home Designer function, get some great new collectible items from Amiibos, and just, in general, have a terrific time. The spark lasted about a week or two, which honestly was the perfect amount of time to redecorate and finish paying off my house, while also having a great time with friends. Next, we've got Pokemon Go. My friends and I had been pretty excited about this for a while, and then all of a sudden in July, bang! The game dropped and immediately became a huge phenomenon. People from all age groups were downloading the game and playing it together. I rushed to download the game, the excitement filled in my eyes, only to remember that my phone was actual garbage and doesn't even have 1 GB of RAM, so I couldn't even run it. But I didn't stop there, I knew what I had to do. I googled cheapest phones to play Pokemon Go on, and was able to get one that worked. In all seriousness though, once I got that new phone, I fell in love with Pokemon Go, and it gave me even more of a reason to invite my friends over. And even better, I had a reason to go outside and enjoy going outside. Crazy, right? Unfortunately, after the summer, the game got a bunch of updates that changed it for the worse, and it died down pretty fast. I am still hoping that next summer we get a massive update that adds new Pokemon, new features, and revives the game, because I would love to make some more great Pokemon Go memories. Last but not least, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I was very torn about this option because I considered having it be number 5, but it didn't quite make the cut. Also, an amazing person got me it as a Secret Santa gift. Thanks again, by the way, if you're watching. Unfortunately, I had to put this one as an honorable mention if I wanted to keep it a top 5, but less about that and more about the game. I never played Xenoverse 1 until like a month before I got Xenoverse 2, and from what I can tell, it's what you'd expect from a sequel. Not too many things seem to have changed, but that's not bad because why fix what isn't broken? It just takes Xenoverse 1, expands on it by adding more options for story, quests, clothing, and combat, and then called it good. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Now that the honorable mentions are out of the way, now it's time for the real money, the big list, my top 5 games of 2016. Let's do this. Coming in at number 5 is Pokemon Sun and Moon, a brand new Pokemon adventure. And with it comes the stuff you'd expect, like new Pokemon, new areas, blah de blah. But this time there aren't really any gym battles. Instead it's a bunch of island trials, where instead of fighting a gym leader, you fight a totem Pokemon that may or may not kick the crap out of you. I was shaky on this when I heard about it, but it really fits the island vibe of these games. Not to mention the big kahunas or grand trials, those are super fun. And the new Alolan versions of old Pokemon are really nice to see as well. I've always liked Vulpix, but now he/she's an even cooler ice fox dog cat thing. And Raichu's got a super cool floating tail skateboard. And it's psychic now. I mean, that's just beautiful. With all these new changes, some people might have disliked Pokemon Sun and Moon, but I loved it. The story was really good, especially for a Pokemon game, and battling friends is better than ever. At number 4, it's Fire Emblem Fates. Just to clarify, and also for those who might not know, Fire Emblem Fates are 3 different stories known as Birthright, Conquest, and Revelations. The only one I have not beaten yet is Revelations, so even though I will include all 3 in this one category, I still won't be talking about that one. Fire Emblem Fates was a chance for me to get back into the Fire Emblem series. The only one I had beaten before this was Sacred Stones, and although I had started a few others like Path of Radiance, I didn't get as invested into it as I should have. All of that completely changed with Fates. I was hooked the second I started playing. The story of a son/daughter stolen away from their home and raised to be just like them was super fascinating. It made me have a bit of an inner war with myself when it came time to choose sides. Do I pick the family I never knew but I'm related to? Or the family that has always been there for me but never told me we weren't actually siblings? And that's just the beginning of it. The story goes way more in depth with characters as the chapters go on. And speaking of chapters, although Birthright didn't blow me away with the objectives, Conquest sure did. That game put some of my strategizing capabilities to the peak, my dudes. I mean, did you play Chapter 10? Fire Emblem Fates is a fantastic game, potentially worthy of being even higher on this list. But either way, it's a beautiful addition to the 3DS library. Dragon Quest VII actually has a similar story to Fire Emblem Fates. I beat Dragon Quest IX and fell in love with it immediately. And even though I had started other Dragon Quest games, the only one I ever beat was 9. And actually it still is. See, the thing is, even though I'm about to tell you how great I think this game is, it's like a cajillion hours long, so I didn't actually get to beat it before the year ended. Dragon Quest VII has you traveling to the past and going from island to island to restore them back in the future, or the present. Every island you go to has some sort of tragedy that put them in ruin, and wiped it off the map, like a giant volcano, this weird Medusa rain, and many other reasons to discover on the journey. It is really satisfying to see your present day islands go from 1 to like 13 in just a little while, and it's quite funny to see how people are just kinda cool with it. Oh, islands have started appearing? That makes sense. And there was always stuff to find. If you just finished saving an island in the past, go check it out in the present and you'll be able to find more open up areas, more fragments to find more islands, and like a mini medal or something. You also get a boat, which seems to be a frequent occurrence in Dragon Quest games, so if you like boats, time travel, water, sweet adventures, quirky and funny writing, then this is the game for you. As long as you have plenty of free time, roughly a billion hours. This game went from being not even close to being on the list to the number 2 slot in not even a week. I bought the game in July of 2016 and I was having a lot of fun with it. But for those of you who know what Evo is, that completely distracted me and I ended up kind of forgetting about it and just stopped abruptly to watch Melee matches. And Smash 4 of course. Fast forward to Christmas time, my friend buys Stardew Valley and starts playing it. Let's call him Ben. Then he buys it for my other friend as a Christmas gift. Then Ben buys it for another friend as a Christmas gift. Then I start playing it again, and then my friend David buys it, and then suddenly bang! Roughly my entire Discord friend group is playing Stardew Valley. And this game just absorbed my time. In 1 week, I added in almost 40 hours. But you know what? I don't regret a single second of it. I had a fantastic time building my farms, adventuring through the mines, and falling in love with the pixel girl of my dreams, Haley. I never felt like I had nothing to do. In the winter, I was able to spend more time focusing on making barn buildings and caring for animals. In spring, I got to make an amazing farm I never thought I'd be able to make. It all just flows so nicely together. Stardew Valley honestly has too much to do even. With all the bundles that you want to complete and items to add to the museum, it's hard to feel like you can run out of stuff. And that's a great thing. I even considered making this my number 1, but as you can tell, I didn't make it. It's still a fantastic game that I would highly recommend though. Now it's time for the number 1 game. My top game of 2016 is... Overwatch didn't strike me as anything special when I saw the first trailer on it. I've never been into shooters, and even though I like the colorfulness around it, I didn't think it was anything good. And then May comes around, and the open beta is published, and my opinion completely changes, particularly with all those animated shorts. They gave the game a story that I wanted and needed to learn more about. This wasn't just some typical green, dark, gray, gritty shooter, far from it. The closest character to a Call of Duty kind of guy is Soldier 76, and even then, his design is way different from that. With a variety of modes already out and even more to come, the game always has a refreshing and fun way to play, like Capture the Flag, Payload, Elimination, and potentially my favorite, Mystery Heroes. Even though I do consider some of the games on this list to be better than Overwatch, I still can't deny how much time I've put into it and how much fun I've had. So much so to the point where I feel if I didn't put Overwatch here, it just wouldn't be right. Every now and then, my friend group has a game that just captivates all of us for a while, like Minecraft, Smash Bros, Mario Kart, and Overwatch joined that group of games like its second day. I look forward to making more great memories in this game, and opening up 20 loot boxes in a row without getting a single legendary. I'm so excited. Hey everyone, I hope you like my list. Doing this has kind of become a tradition over the past few years, so if you want to check out the list for 2015, you can click on this box, and if you want to see, I don't know, some other video that's in this box, click on that. I just want to say thank you to all my amazing friends and family for a great 2016, and all of my adoring Shyntos fans out there, thank you for watching. Have a great day.